Ni hao, and welcome back to the Chinese campaign. So we got 3 more meeting battles in the month of October 1959. One of them being the one that popped up at the end of the last episode against 2 cruisers. But I guess now that I loaded my save, the game decided that no, we're gonna do this one first. So that's fine. We are fighting 4 French heavy cruisers, 2 lights. Wow, these are expensive. 1.6 billion for a light cruiser. That's not even doing 30 knots. That's almost impressive. And 3 DDs. At least these are very, very reasonably priced, actually. But again, also kind of slow for DDs. Alright, let's fight. Alright, I think we have the firepower to do this without much issue. Also, fully stocked on ammunition for a change. Let's see, these are all doing 30 knots. That is fine. And the heavy cruisers, they can just follow, I guess. Do I need the light cruisers here? I don't think so. Or the DDs. Because they are just fragile enough that they can accidentally take some serious damage if those 10-inch guns on the enemy heavy cruisers slap them around a bit. That, and also, as we're only fighting cruisers, I don't think the torpedoes will be necessary, or even that effective. So how far away are they this time? Probably very... yeah, around 60 kilometers. Wow, more than 60 kilometers. Almost 90. I'll be back. And we are back, having closed in just a little bit. Let's see, Hefei, you can target Metz, Moo Deng. You can keep targeting Refuge. Let's take... oh, yeah, there are these things. Seen these before. They're not bad. I kind of like them. If I have the option to, after I've finished taking the French colonies in Indochina, I think I want to take some of these French heavy cruisers as war prizes. Because they're not too expensive. And I think I can build something interesting. Or refit them into something interesting. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to add another B turret though. And that might... there are limitations to what you can do in a refit. Big 20-inch guns on the Moo Deng. Are you... oh, you're seasoned. Gotta season your battleship. They're still targeting what I told them to target, so that's good. Okay, yeah, we got the Wuxi and Nanning. I thought these were Beijing class for some reason. So, that's nice. That means we got lots of big guns. I can assign one capital ship to each of their 4 heavy cruisers. That's just fine. And they've not switched targets just yet. I really hope we can score some big hits though soon. There we go. Hefei. No, someone has switched targets. Yes. It's you, Nanning. You kept the secondaries targeting the Refuge. some reason. That is very annoying. There we go. 20-inch gun from Moo Deng. Just instantly deleting a French battleship. French heavy cruiser. Yeah, that was just one hit. That's all she took. That is nice. So Moo Deng, you can now... Yeah, you can target Henri. Have some of you guys switched targets again? No? Okay, no, it's the heavy cruisers. That's fine. That's fine. Moo Deng, refuge. Come on, Moo Deng. I get you on the thumbnail, maybe. Of course, it says sinking on the sinking ships. Which is logical, I guess, but not very aesthetic. I should probably report that as a bug, because that didn't used to be the case. When you turn off the HUD, like all that text and stuff would disappear too. Let's see if we can land a couple more 20-inch shells on some poor heavy cruiser. Once the cruisers are gone, I'm just gonna send out my own heavy cruisers and deal with the DDs. Yeah, 30 kilometers away. Not really closing in. A huge hit on refuge. No hits. Okay, these are 11-inch heavy cruisers. No, you switch targets again. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Okay, one heavy cruiser remaining. Just took a big hit from Moo Deng with 20-inch guns, knocking out the engines. Okay, heavy cruisers, it's your time to play. I thought we were sinking the refuge, but I guess maybe not. Okay, Moo Deng. Can keep targeting that the refuge. Ooh, boom. One more heavy cruiser deleted. Light cruisers are gone too. Terrible is gone. kind of torpedo range did you guys have? Do I need to be worried? No. Not quite yet. Did you have armor? A little bit. A little bit of armor. But there we go. And that was it. That was a French task force. Almost no damage taken. Jilin took, yeah, refuge. Landed a hit just before exploding and disappearing. So, yeah, not bad. And now we get this one. Alright. Seattle class heavy cruiser, Vicksburg class light cruiser. I actually think I want to take some of the Seattle class too from the Americans, if I can. So this is just going to be a bit of a stomp. Let's see, we do have some ammunition now. This task force has been out of combat for a couple of months, I guess. And these are the cheap ones. No, it's a mix. It's a mix of cruisers. Okay, let's have these two detached because they're a little bit faster. And we're just gonna have them follow. There. That's Division 3. That's Division 4. And we're just gonna have these guys follow those. A little bit unimaginative, but okay. And send the light and the DDs home. Actually, we're just fighting two cruisers. No need to be overly cautious here. They're probably spawned like a huge distance away. No, there they are. I was just about to pause the recording. And I guess the enemy has been localized. And we have been spotted. And we're firing at a couple of different targets. Let's just try to make the most of this. Trubin. You. Nine-inch guns, not quite in range yet, but they're going to be in range of those, well, that light cruiser very soon. There we go, Columbus not being very fast. Savannah is screening for it, so she's kind of limited by the top speed of other Columbus. There we go, good 12-inch hits on the enemy heavy cruiser. Savannah, I think, had very little armor, yes. Can you guys maybe switch to HE? I think that would be more effective. Wow, okay. She's gone already. Nice. Just disappeared. And hopefully we can just get this sunk without expending too much ammunition. At least from the battleships. In fact, guns off. All capital ships. Might need your ammo next month. Who knows what's gonna pop up. Oh. You're firing HE. Not ideal. It's my bad. I'm not changing. Okay, let's just sink that guy now. There we go. Maybe maintaining fire from the capital ships and turning off the cruiser guns would have been a better idea. But there we go. It's sunk. No damage taken. That is fine. And the last one is a single heavy cruiser. I don't think I've seen this before. 8 7.6-inch guns. We got a bunch of Moo class battleships. That's fine. And this would have been a very annoying battle if the AI had still been programmed to just run away at the first sight of the enemy. But that has been resolved. So if the battle is generated, the enemy will try to fight. I'm just gonna send home the DDs because I don't need them and I don't want them to just take a bunch of damage if they don't have to. The 7-inch guns can do some nasty things to DDs. Can't really scratch my battleships. Let's see, how far away is the enemy? There we go, 50 kilometers. Arrogant. Let's take a look at this ship. I mean, I like the layout. I would have chosen a different barbette here for the A and B turrets, but there we go. Kind of light main armament. It's got a decent main belt. It's got a decent main deck. Forebelt is kind of lacking. Mostly okay, I think. Super heavy shells, increased ammo. Yeah, but it's got tube powder, so it shouldn't be too explosive. We're just gonna close in as fast as our 24-knot Moo class ships will go. There we go, already firing. And scoring some hits. Let's turn those guns off until we get a little bit closer. No need to waste a lot of ammunition. Let's open fire at 20 kilometers. And down to cruising speed. I don't think I'm gonna need the 12-inch guns on the battlecruiser. I don't think I'm gonna need you guys either. I think the Temu's got this covered. And it's over. There we go. Nice. Nice little bit of target practice. So, not the most exciting of battles. Let's see, what do we have here? A US naval invasion. Okay. So I guess they're just gonna keep trying to throw ships in there. See, our invasion of Singapore, not very effective, but that's mostly, I think, because the enemy has ships in the circle. Okay, they are actually about to take Malaya from me with their army, which is not nice. I want to see if that can be prevented. Meanwhile, my advance into Laos seems to be going the wrong direction. What kind of army logistics? 100%, yeah, of course. Mine is 50, which is actually really, really good for China. I'm still currently being, well, not really being blockaded, but I'm still being blockaded. I did defeat the blockade in the Yellow Sea a couple of months ago, but the effect typically takes a little while to pass. Let's see, what do we have here? Some ships, some submarines. Do I have any spare light cruisers that I can head out and fight the submarines? We got battle cruisers. And DDs. What about here? There we go, light cruisers. They are good to go. Let's see, Danyang. And where's the other one going? Here? Weihai. Go out, fight submarines. I will take the Philippines from them, though, in 2 months. Do I have anything in Hong Kong? It's kind of hard when the invasion thing is just over the port. Nothing in Hong Kong. Okay. Here we go. Shanghai. That's a huge formation just sitting there. Let's add it to the Singapore invasion. Nice. And these can go more like this, so they don't accidentally blend together. It's a single deity sitting there, being very annoying. Okay. Nothing here. One heavy cruiser there. Alright. Here we go, Sasebo. More light cruisers. Excellent. You can move there. We need to start taking care of these submarines, because they're being mean to my transports. One more light cruiser here, I guess. Just to make sure nothing gets away. Anyway, I think I want to design a new class of light cruisers, actually. So let's do that. So previously, a requirements for my light cruisers have been very, very high speed, because I kept getting those chasing battles where the enemy just tried to run away. But that's not the way the AI works anymore. So I can maybe reduce that requirement to build something cheaper and quite a bit slower, I guess. Compact light cruiser. That's very low resistance, though. Let's try the gun cruiser. The resistance is not too terrible. I mean, I can deal with light cruisers having low resistance, but 20 is very, very low. 8,000 tons? Now, can this be built? Because the problem with this is basically the towers being very, very heavy. Let's reduce the beam. Okay. It cannot be reduced by that much. Not if I want to use the tower with the good view range, which I want to do because I want this to be very good against submarines. And one of the things that really matter when you're hunting submarines is basically the recon stat, which I don't know if it actually tells you anything about that, but essentially target signature, and you want that to be low and you want the spotting range to be high, which is why radar adds so much to your ASW score. Let's bump that back up to 8,000. Might actually reduce the draft by a little bit too. Let's see, engine. Gear turbines. I guess Turbo electric would be the cheapest option. It leaves me with 2,000 tons. Right, does it? Yes. It's 2.3 thousand. Yeah, maybe I want to go with turbo electric. Just to begin with, if that just doesn't work out, because the nice thing about it is that you get all of that, all of these bonuses, right? Ship repairs and so forth. So you can kind of skimp out on propeller shafts and auxiliary engines because your base stats are just so good. Oh, and the funnels weigh a lot. Hmm. 500 tons for a funnel. It's not even a huge funnel. I do like having more than one funnel for redundancy purposes. But in this case, maybe I just want to do one. I do like having two though. It also looks better. So we're gonna do two to begin with. And if that just doesn't work out, then I guess we'll have to do something about that. So it leaves me with 500 tons. That's not great. And we're already overweight. Drop those two. 12 6-inch guns. Not really bad. Let's make it a little bit smaller. Let's make it a little bit slower. Okay, let's make it bigger again. There we go. And again, overweight. And I haven't even put a lot of things on it. I can of course remove a funnel and save 500 tons that way, because it's just that heavy. I guess I have to. It also drops my range down a bit, but okay. Yeah, I guess I just have to take one funnel then. Oh well. Gonna do increased HE. Incendiary, semi-ballistic. Triple base, TNT-4. Auto 2 reloading. Increased ammunition is a must-have. Boom, overweight. Because that adds to the main tower weight. RDF adds a lot to the ASW score. We're at 5,000. That's quite incredible. Of course, we're also overweight, so this ship won't even work. Let's see, let's try with a smaller main tower. What do we end up with then? I take the smallest one. That's still over 5,000 ASW. but we're still over 600 tons overweight, which is not good. I don't want to do mines. I want to have some armor. Uh, 1-inch deck armor, probably enough. Never mind the citadel. 1,000 tons overweight. These guns are kind of short. To the point of uselessness. Let's make them 45s. Yes, there we go. 1,000 tons overweight. Or flash fire channels is okay. So, let's go with gear turbines. That's suddenly very, very expensive. The whole ship is suddenly very, very expensive. Is that because of the... yeah, it's the radar. And the fire control. Yeah, again, it's because of the stupid tower. Even the cheapest one and lightest one, the weight and cost just balloons. So no, I'm not paying $1 billion for this. We're gonna build something else then. Let's do it this one. I thought that this time I'd be able to build something on a gun cruiser hull if I just relaxed my my speed requirement. But nope. That tower is still just way too much. $5,000 tons. Let's see, not the greatest tower spotting on any of these, but okay, this one 918 or 857, but this one is better and lighter. Okay. I'm just gonna pick the rear tower with the built-in barbette. Here we go. These funnels are a lot more reasonably priced. That's 40 funnel capacity for this one. On the one I just tried building, 45 funnel capacity, 500 tons. I don't know how to explain that, but that's how it works. So that's 30 for 78. I think 2 of these, maybe. Two of the medium ones when I fit oil and turbo electric, just because it's I don't know when it happened, but it's gotten just ridiculously cheap. Excuse me. It used to be one of the most expensive engine options in the game, but now it's one of the most economical. So I don't know, just how it is. Now I want to do 6.1s. I don't want a lot of 6.1s. I want some. That's a good start, actually, for this chip. I can even reduce the range. 21,000 is decent enough. And let's just pick, like, middle of the road kind of things here. A super low resistance, so might as well just go Citadel 3. Incendiary and semi-ballistic. Increased ammunition, triple base. TNT-4. Electrical 2 turrets. Good reloading. Still only 100 million. Still got weight to spare. 243 million now. A little bit more expensive, but yeah, nowhere near the same ASW as the previous hull. But I think we can improve upon that. Let's see, reducing the beam. The ship is now overweight. Reducing the draft. Got a bit of a forward offset. Not that much overweight. ASW is now almost 3,000. Whoa, what just happened now? What just happened now? There we go. Let's say 4,500. There we go. Still a forward offset. I don't know why. Maybe because of the armor. Might be the case. Let's just go 2.5 on the entire belt. 1.5 on the main deck. 1 on the fore and aft decks. Let's not bother with the inner layers. Turret armor. Let's go 6.1 inch guns and 45 calibers. In length, yes. Okay. This is looking like a pretty decent, reasonably priced light cruiser. I don't know where this forweight offset is coming from, because that makes no sense to me. I got the engines, the engine room, quite far back. I got the citadel pushed back. I don't know why the center of gravity is this far forwards. Well, probably because this is not a flush deck ship. But still though, it's kind of weird. I think I'm just gonna have to ignore the forweight offset and just not worry about it. Yeah, 10% forweight offset. It's gonna be more than that now that I push things further forwards again. We can have the funnels back here. That's fine. And I want to have something that fits in here. Like one of those barbettes. And some other kind of barbette. That's bigger than expected. Yeah, I think if I can just keep the forweight offset under 20%. Okay, you don't fit in that little opening there. Okay. But that fits. All right. If we can just keep it under 20%, I will be happy with that. Add a couple of 3-inch guns. Just for good measure. There we go. ASW, 2700. Not bad at all. That's quite good, actually. .1-inch guns are decent. Armor is not that great. Triple bottom, just not possible. Reinforced bulkheads 2, just not possible. But yeah, I think that's just how it is. .8 times 4. That's equal to 3.2. Well, that's actually an increase. So that should be equal to 4 inches in protection, right? Yes. So that's actually an increase over 2.5. So that's worth it. $222 million for the Caramay class light cruiser. That's very decently priced. Yeah, it's got some shortcomings. It's about equal to the Oleg and Ochakov class light cruisers taken from Russia. Well, it's built on a similar hull. It's far inferior in every way to the Weihai class light cruiser, but it's also cheaper. So yeah, I think we're just gonna have to ship that one. It's not bad. It'd be a decent like patrol light cruiser. Just send these out one by one. Encounter some submarines, sink them. 2.7 thousand ASW. What's the score on the Weihai? Because they've been very good at hunting submarines. I think it's actually lower than on these new Caramay class. It's a little bit lower. But if I can get slightly better for less than half the cost, I think that's a good trade. Okay, the game is kind of laggy with this many designs saved up, but yeah. Obviously, the Caramay is not going to replace the Weihai, but it's going to supplement them. At least in their ASW role. I think these are just going to be far superior for everything else. But there we go. So yeah, let's build quite a few of these. I think 12 is a good number. And that's only 54,000 tons for 12 ships. So not bad, not bad. Let's go on to next month and see how things go. See, the US does not have any actual big battle groups nearby, nor do the French. They're just sending over single ships. Oh, I kind of forgot about this guy. I kind of forgot about you, Kavkaz. Send it here to do some antagonizing. Let's just send it home to a port. Well, you can't get home, can you? Because we're being blocked in. Who are my allies in the region? Can I send it to an allied port? Ottoman Empire? Sure. Maybe it can generate some convoy missions in the Mediterranean. That would be funny. Now then, November. United States Revolution. Due to recent negative events for the United States, their head of Admiralty, Arthur Hughes, has been relieved from duty. He's been replaced by Jehu King. He will certainly have a hard task correcting all the mistakes of the previous management. Britain and Austria-Hungary, now at war. Soviet Union and Austria-Hungary. And we are fighting some submarines. Finally. Only damaging them though. Sank that one. That's a lot of French submarines. But my way high class light cruiser certainly bit back. One DD attacked my transports. Seattle class heavy cruiser, single lone ship. Fine. Alright. And it starts quite a long way away. Let's see, all my cruisers are low on ammo. Just go home, just go home. Battle cruisers are also kind of low on ammo. Battleships too, but they don't need that many hits to kill a heavy cruiser. So we're just gonna do the battleships this time. Not as if I need a lot of escorts. I will be with you once the shooting starts. And we've closed in to within 25 kilometers. Let's see, what's your main gun range? 22. It's going to turn broadside and engage. I shouldn't need that many hits to take it out. You can see that shell is going to hit. A couple of direct 18-inch from Chubin should seal the deal. Like that. And that. But the cost of my ship's been adjusted? I think they've been made cheaper, actually. Because I seem to remember the Shui Ma being around 10 billion. Or maybe I misremember. Maybe that was the Moo Deng. Yeah, possibly. Anyway. And this is a proper battle, so we're gonna do that one next time. That's, again, a lot of DDs. A lot of the Vicksburg class light cruisers too. Monterey class. I don't think I've seen that before. And we've got a Vermont class battleship. We've seen those. That's the discount USS New York with the British guns. Sentinel class battlecruiser with the no, wait. No, I was thinking of the Delaware. We've seen these, I think. Sentinel class. Those I don't know. We've not seen these. That, well, apart from the top speed, this could potentially be a decent ship. Also, I'm very curious to see what's up with that main battery with the 12 double 8.5-inch guns. How those have been mounted, because this could be a this could be quite a freak show of a ship. It's 70,000 tons though, so it's a big one. See you next time. Goodbye, and take care.